it comes to calling cards, the wiggling nose of a rabbit is certainly one. It's almost impossible to even think about a rabbit without thinking about the nose. In this video, we'll discuss why rabbits wiggle their noses and what it means. Is it all a natural reflex, something done for show, or does it have some real benefits? Before we kick things off, we'd like to thank you for joining us today. We appreciate your time and your support. Enjoy the video. We hope you find it beneficial. As it turns out, the million-dollar question has a very simple answer. Rabbits twitch their noses in an effort to smell more effectively. Wiggling allows more scent receptors to contact the air. This helps a rabbit better identify the scents within the environment. The faster the wiggle, the more attentive. This allows rabbits to not only determine their general scent surroundings, but also to detect predators, as rabbits are unfortunately prey animals. The wiggling of the nose is more or less a survival technique. From domestic to wild, all rabbits share this identical trait. In terms of smell intensity, rabbits have 100 million olfactory receptors. This is more than 16 times as many as us humans. The act of twitching also serves to expand nasal passages. More air can come in this way. This enables a rabbit to detect even the faintest of smells. It could be said that a rabbit's best defense is its nose. In addition to the aforementioned friend or foe importance, rabbits also wiggle their noses for these reasons. Food sources. The ability to sniff out the difference between safe and toxic plants is critical. Rivals. Not just predators, but rabbit rivals. Rabbits can identify their best buds through scent. Mating. Rabbits can wiggle that nose in an effort to find out whether a female rabbit is fertile. Finding their way home. Rabbits wiggle their noses as almost a tracking device. If they need to come on home, they can use their nose to find their nest. This happens regularly in the wild. The scent of their babies. Rabbits use their scent capabilities to identify their young. And finally, the wrong territory. We've talked about that friend, foe, and rival rabbits situation. Well, rabbits also twitch their noses to detect whether they've entered another rabbit's territory. They'll beat a hasty retreat if they've discovered they could be behind enemy lines. Now that we know the foundation of nose twitching and what it's essentially used for, does it have a meaning beyond smell? Is it also a form of body language and communication? If you've been around a rabbit for a while, you'll notice that not all nose twitching is the same. The patterns change, faster, slower, somewhere in the middle. If there is a body language to nose twitching, curiosity would be the word. This is similar to cats in some regards, especially when it comes to unfamiliar scents. What is that? If nose twitching could be a sentence, that would be it. Stress and overstimulation can also cause significant nose wiggling. If fast twitching is accompanied by skittish behavior, lack of eating, lack of grooming, excessive chewing and scratching, and lack of proper bathroom habits, then a root cause is likely to blame. Perhaps something that you are unable to see. Take your rabbit to the vet if this behavior continues with the aforementioned associated actions. If nose twitching slows down dramatically, that usually means that a rabbit is chilled and relaxed. Nothing is really going on. The rabbit usually feels safe under these conditions. Twitching is typically a good indicator as to how alert a rabbit is at a given moment. So what happens if your rabbit stops twitching its nose altogether? Is it a sign of illness? There are 4 core reasons why twitching can stop. The first is sleep. It's quite common for a rabbit's nose to stop twitching when the rabbit has entered a deep sleep. Of course, as soon as an interesting smell comes along, that twitching will resume. Similar to what we've just noted, rest is a reason for twitching to stop. If a rabbit is happy, safe, and content, the twitching could subside for a time. Confusion is another reason. If a rabbit is trying to process a scent or a new environment, their world almost stops for a moment. This is normal behavior. The final reason is alarm. If your rabbit is startled, a loud sound, for example. Such a shock could cause your rabbit to almost lock up. This action is often followed by the rabbit fleeing for safety, if such measures are needed. To put a capper on things, the lack of twitching at times is normal, unless it's accompanied by sneezing and or a runny nose. Unless that's the case, everything else is just fine. And on that note, that will close things out for the video portion of this material. However, the information train is still very much on the tracks. If you'd like to know more about this topic, please head on over to rabbitcaretips.com. There you will find an in-depth article regarding wiggly nose behavior. You'll even discover several bits of information that were not included in this video. If you're currently watching us offsite, please click the initial link in the description box below. Said link will take you to our high-quality article. And until our paths cross again, and I certainly hope they do, we'd like to thank you once again for joining us. Much appreciated. Please have a wonderful day. All the best to you and yours and those wiggly-nosed rabbits, and we'll talk to you later.